Everybody applying to college is trying to impress the person that's reading their application. What actually impresses an admissions officer is one of the biggest mysteries in college applications for the past several years. And in this video, I'm going to go over exactly what does impress these people and what does not impress these people. And I'm going to give you my top 6 most impressive extracurricular activities so you can optimize your application if you're applying to college in 2024. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you some bonus sleeper picks for smaller, easier things that may impress admissions officers when you send in your application. I'm Nick the Tutor, and I've helped over 50,000 students prepare for the SAT, ACT, and college application process. And in today's video, I'm going to give you my top picks for the most impressive things that will leave a mark on your college application. Now let's get right into number 1. Number 1 is entrepreneurial ventures. Entrepreneurial ventures such as starting your own business are extremely impressive to college applications officers. These things show a huge time commitment. Now, I want to make clear it's not important that you become a millionaire or you have huge revenue with this business. It's just that you've taken the time and effort to make something of your own and show them your efforts have paid off in some way. So even if you make a clothing brand and you sell a few shirts, that's actually acceptable. Once again, this is not about the monetary value, but more about the time and effort that you had to put in. Even better if your project addresses some sort of social concern, like providing food or clothing for people who need it, that can make it even more impressive. This is important because this shows a leadership and ability to drive forward for change, to help better those around you in your community, and at the same time, make some sort of financial benefit for yourself. This is incredible. It's impressive. Put it on your college application. Number 2, winning some sort of national level competition. If you entered a debate competition or some other science competition and you win or place highly, this is hugely impressive to admissions officers because once again, it takes a lot of time and effort outside of the classroom to become proficient enough to win something like this. You have to practice, you have to work at it, you also have to compete. This shows a lot of great things to colleges such as leadership, dedication, and time and effort once again. Number 3 would be research and invention. If you can do some sort of research project where you're investigating something about science or art or math and actually come up with a paper, work with professors, work with your teachers, this is hugely impressive because once again, it's outside of classroom activity. It's your own time and it shows a huge passion for a certain area of school that you are taking above and beyond what's required of you in the classroom. So once again, you're showing them that you're really interested in this area, you're really interested in learning, and you're really interested in bettering yourself and your knowledge about this area of school. Once again, this will be even more impressive. It addresses some sort of real world problem that helps people. That's always a good thing to add on top of any of these ideas. Number 4 would be artistic achievements. If you're great at art and you're applying for an artistic type major, having some sort of artistic achievement, producing your own works, having an amazing portfolio, winning competitions, this can be hugely helpful to a college application. Now, even if you're not applying for those kind of majors, this kind of time and dedication to your craft is exactly what relates to success in college. And this is why admissions officers find these things to be incredibly impressive above and beyond the regular extracurricular activities that you engage in on a day-to-day basis. Number 5 would be leadership in social causes. If you can become a leader in a social cause, that's hugely impressive. Now, what does that mean? This can be in the form of fundraisers, projects, or anything that betters the community around you. This is hugely helpful to your college application because it basically hits 2 things. Number 1, you're spending the time and effort. Number 2, you're helping those around you in a way that's hugely beneficial to the people that need it the most. Now, how can you do this? Spearheading some sort of community development project, raising funds for people in need. These are great ways to show that you are an exceptional student and an exceptional person to boot. Number 6 is unique personal experiences. Now, if you can show that you've overcome some sort of personal hurdle, what could that be? Where you've persevered through some major adversity. And now I want to be clear here, that adversity has to be major. So not something run-of-the-mill, and in no way am I trying to disrespect those that have gone through these things. You know, if you had some sort of medical issue, if you've had some sort of learning issue, those may not rise to the level needed for what I'm talking about here. Here I'm talking about personal challenges where you had a severe disruption to your ability to go to school, to live, to grow. These things can be impressive. Now, I don't want you to go reaching for these things. If you haven't experienced this, do not try to put it on your college application. It will only send the wrong message. I can't really specify who falls into this category. It's a person by person thing. And if you've experienced it, you'll definitely know it. And it's a great thing to put on your college application to show your resilience and your perseverance. Now, as you can tell, all of these things highlight your perseverance, your dedication, the time you're spending outside of the classroom to enrich yourself and enrich people in your community. These are the things that impress colleges, the things you do in the classroom, not as impressive only because you're required to do them. Things that you spend your own time on outside of the classroom are the most impressive extracurricular activities on college applications. Now, I said at the beginning of this video, I was going to give you a few bonuses, so here they are. Bonus number one, social media presence. If you have a huge following on social media, I'm going to call it over 10,000 followers, maybe over 50,000 if we're talking about TikTok, you can highlight that in your college application. Now, hopefully it's because of something that you're doing that's positive. You don't want to put on anything there that would jeopardize your college application because it involves something negative or something that could be off-putting to the college. But if you have a huge following, that can be something that appeals to them. As you can tell, nowadays college students are rising up the ranks on social media and becoming hugely popular, and this is a sign of early success for a lot of students. Now, once again, this is not going to apply to everybody, but if you are in that boat, you might want to highlight that in your college application. This can show your creativity and your influence. It can show that you're someone that has a passion. Obviously, spending a lot of time on these things is hugely impressive to colleges. My second sleeper pick is language proficiency. If you are proficient in several languages, even if it's two, you definitely want to highlight that in your college application, especially if it's a language that's not traditionally spoken in this area. So for example, Spanish is helpful, but at the same time, something like Russian or Mandarin could be even more impressive. So if you speak multiple languages, you definitely want to highlight that in your college application. If you're close to proficiency in multiple languages, you want to spend the time and effort to become fluent. That could be hugely helpful to your college applications, and I've seen this work in real time with my own students. Now, if you are applying to college and you need help with the SAT or ACT, make sure to check the link below. I'm putting a link to my new digital SAT book, which is out and now on Amazon. It has amazing reviews and it helps guide you through the entire digital SAT process. If you need help with the SAT or college applications, I'm also going to put a link below to the private assistance that we provide here at Curve Breakers. I can help you myself. Once again, do your best to highlight your strengths. Make sure to spend time outside of school on extracurricular activities. If you notice, I didn't mention sports at all. That is not something, unless it's extreme, where you're being recruited to the school, that does actually help your college application. So once again, do your best to highlight your strengths, persevere, try hard, and never give up. I'll see you guys soon.